Hi parents and students. This video is simply a guide through our Canvas modules page so you can kind of keep track of where you're supposed to be looking to find the information you might need to help your son or daughter be successful in biology. The first page we come to in biology is our home page, and there's generally three different parts to this that you need to be aware of. Notifications about upcoming assignments are in the attention bar. I do include an email here, even though this email is the same as any other teacher, just first initial and last name at cssdapps.org. I've included a link to each class and their Zoom. So all they need to do is click on the Zoom link for the day and section that they're involved in, and that will take them directly to their Zoom link. On the side here, we try and update daily the plan for whatever is going on during this class time. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go through attendance. We'll review for whatever material we need to complete for the day. We'll cover any topics that are introduced. And then there's generally a reminder about what's going to be coming up. On the right-hand side, you'll see that there are links to different assignments that they can click on to complete, but I'll show you where I typically view those assignments to do most easily. Down a little farther, and this is an important link for us, is the biology office hours link. If they click on this on Wednesdays, this is the live link for biology office hours. This is where they go on Wednesday mornings or Wednesday afternoons to get support. If they don't know how to turn something in or they need help with an assignment, this is where to go. All right. Navigationally speaking, this is just an introduction paragraph, and this is a clickable link that will take them to modules if you want to go there from here. But generally, my feeling is the easiest way to access the modules is from the button on the left here. They can click on modules, and this is our information that we use on a daily basis. What you see on the modules page is a week views for each week of the year so far, and including, I'll mention this one specifically, is down here at the bottom is our online textbook. The textbook, if you click on the little arrow, it drops down and it gives every chapter in the textbook. And so when they're given an assignment, so for instance, coming up, we're going to be having our unit on cells. That's chapter 7, cell structure and function. They can click on that link and it will bring them to a PDF of chapter 7 in the textbook. This allows them to access it. If they open it here with this PDF link button, it'll pop it open in another window. And this particular window will allow them to read it in full screen. It will also allow them to do searches, and it can allow them to play audio of the text. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our modules page because this is where the textbook was, but also our weekly learning is in here. So this is week 8 right now. The dates are always in there. Each week is set up exactly the same. The first item in the week's view is the learning agenda. Generally speaking, every class is started with a review of this learning agenda. This will tell them on Monday and Tuesday, which is the AB day, depending on which day they see me, If it's Monday, they're an A class. If it's Tuesday, it's a B class. It will tell them what the expectation is for our learning target. It will tell them how we're going to plan to get there. It will also tell them what assignments are assigned so far during this particular week. And it will tell them in the last column where they need to turn stuff in and when they need to turn stuff in. The second row in this list is an explanation of what they can do during their Wednesday asynchronous learning. So the Wednesday assignments are typically just an extension of Monday and Tuesdays, or however, it could be if we have a longer term assignment, there may be a reminder in here that they need to complete that mentioned long-term assignment. Thursday and Friday are C and D days, and so there will be new information provided on C and D days. Each week this changes, so each class gets a review of this before we get started. If I go back to our module for week 8, that was our week learning agenda, and then the rest of the assignments for the week are all the documentation that they may need to be complete for that particular week. So, in this particular week, for week 8, there is a biochemistry picture packet, which is review for our biochemistry unit. And you'll see that this is just slightly indented, and it says biochemistry picture packet key. This is so students can self-assess. They can do some of the review, and they can utilize the key to help them assess whether or not they understand, so that if they need to come and see me for extra help, they can. There is a biochemistry graphing lab, and I try to name them so that it helps them think of what it is they're supposed to be doing with this. This is a turn-in copy, so when they click this, they will get a copy that they need to complete, and it will be submitted. And then in this particular case, this is part of the graphing lab, which is why it is slightly indented, and it allows them to know that this is the graphing sheet for the biochemistry lab, and they're supposed to copy this into their lab. So they're going to complete this document, and they're going to paste it in there. And the instructions are in the assignments when they go there. We have additional assignments. We will often provide some instructional videos or review videos. This is the third in the standard deviance on organic molecules. This is the third installment. And each one is a short video where they have to answer a couple questions, and it is automatically submitted. Wednesday is the asynchronous to-do list. When we click on this, so if you need to know what needs to be done on Wednesday, because Wednesday is not supposed to be a day off, it is supposed to be a day for catching up, completing assignments, doing review, or getting some support for the content that they're supposed to be learning. The asynchronous to-do list for week 8 includes the assignments that they're supposed to be doing this week, but also, if they miss the instruction for the week, we usually post a video that will help with filling in any missed content that they may have not been able to attend class for. Last but not least, in our week 8 is the Thursday, Friday, and again, just like the Monday, Tuesday, it will include the assignments that they are assigned, and it'll include any activities that we're doing for this particular day. I will mention that each of the weeks is still available, so they can click on previous weeks If they miss an assignment and they don't know where to find it, they need to look into the previous weeks to see where the assignment is that they're missing. So when they look on School Tool and they say, oh, I don't have a grade for one particular assignment, maybe I don't have a grade for the week 7 quiz. Well, I would need to go to the week 7 quiz, click on that quiz, and I would need to click take the quiz, and that would get them a grade for that particular assignment. The same is true in weeks prior to that. If there's an assignment that they need to do, like the Chapter 6 Chemistry Study Guide, which is from the textbook, this is an assignment that they needed to complete and submit on Canvas. Whenever they complete an assignment, there is generally a Submit Assignment blue button here where they can submit their completed assignment once they are done. Okay. I also try to include instructions so that just in case there are new instructions or the information or document is presented in a unique way, I try to give them some instruction on how to access it and utilize it appropriately. They can always click on the Grades tab, and this would show, since this is not an actual student, but it is Student View, you will see all the assignments that, if they have been turned in, it will show. If it has been graded by me, it will show a grade. The score will be posted right in the space next to the number of points it's graded out of. And then the status tells you whether or not they turned it in or if it's missing. This should always be checked first before School Tool in my mind, because much of our work as teachers, when it is submitted, we end up grading it through Canvas, and the grade ends up here first. It is then our responsibility as teachers to transfer all the grades from this particular platform over to the School Tool platform, because now that we're using Canvas, it is there's an additional step for us to get grades into School Tool. Anyway, I hope that really helps you navigate through our Canvas dashboard. If you have any questions about these, you can always email me at this particular email here, bfico@cssdapps. I would be happy to help you out in any way that I can, and I hope we can help you and your sons or daughters stay on track for the school year and find success in biology. Have a great day.